Got all my parts taken apart. So we've got 4 pieces. That's going to be the length of the wheelchair. That's these 4 here. And then we have these pieces are going to be the height. And then these ones are going to be the width. And then we got our fittings. So I'm going to attempt to put it all back together. Okay, so my 4 bottom pieces that have the wheels on them are 3-way fittings, like that. And then what we did, I can't take the wheels off, but you see they're a screw top castor wheel. So what we did is we just drilled a hole in the bottom of the PVC, smaller than the screw to the castor wheel, and we screwed it in. And you can see it's tight in there. So I'm going to take my fittings and I'm going to hook up the bottom of the wheelchair. So I've got 2 pieces that are going to be the length, and put 1 piece in here. So there's 1 length, and then the other wheel is going to go on the other side. So there's 1 length. And then I'm going to take another one and do the same thing. But you want the wheels on the bottom. One of the T fittings goes up, one of them goes towards the middle. I gotta switch this one, because I want it to go like this. So you want one going one way and one going the other. And then the other wheel is going to go on this side. And just pop it into the PVC. So now I got 2 lengths there, and I'm going to add my sides. So I've got 4 pieces for the sides. So we got 2 on the bottom, and then 2 are going to go on the top. So then we just screw them together here. So it's like that. And then we're going to take the other piece here and screw it together. So now the bottom of the wheelchair looks like that. So we've got our 2 length pieces. We've got 4 3-way fittings, the 2 length here, and then the wheels are on the bottom. And now I'm going to put the rest on. So now we got our base. That's our base. And then we're going to put the height on. So we've got 2 cut the same here that I put in the back. I'm going to just pop them into the PVC in the back. And then the 2 pieces in the front, we cut these down, which you can do the same thing for the back. And we added a T-fitting. So then that way, when you put them on the front, I'm going to try to get the camera there. When you put them on the front, you can attach the bolts, and you'll see. So it goes, the small piece, we cut them in half. So this was the whole piece. And we cut them into pieces. So we got a small piece on the bottom, on each side. And then we take our T-fitting, put it in there. And 1 T-fitting here. And then add on the rest of the height. Now you can do the same thing with the back. Instead of having it all 1 length, you can cut it and put the T-fitting in, and then that way when they sit in the sling, their tail doesn't, depending on how big your chicken is or how they sit in it, then their tail doesn't get caught up in the bar. So then I'm going to take my other lengths my width here, and I'm going to attach it to the T here in the front. And those are on the T in the front. And then on the top part, I have, for the front, I've got two-way fittings. So you're going to add it here to the top, and then another one on the top. And then on the back, what we did is we used three-way fittings, and instead of having the bar straight across like this, we cut the bar in half. We cut this in half like this, and we added you can add a T fitting. I've got a four-way fitting, but you can add a T fitting, or a three-way fitting, not a T fitting. And what we did is we attached a piece of PVC onto this top part here, so you could push the wheelchair, and then that way you don't have to bend over. And I'll show you when it's done how it worked out. So then you attach this back part, you put your three-way fittings on it, right there, attach it to the top of the sling, and then we've got our two remaining link bars that we're going to attach right here. Right there, and one right here, and bam, it's done, pretty much. This is what we use for spools. It's just a piece of fabric. I cut the two leg holes in it, and her tail and vent area would hang off the back, so then that way when she pooed, it just dropped down to the ground. So then you can stitch the sling on. I just safety pinned it at the time because she only used it for a couple days, but if it was for long-term use, I would stitch the fabric onto it, or maybe make it even Velcro to where you can take it on and off and wash it if you need to. That's it all put together. So again, you've got your four length pieces right here. You need those four pieces to be the same. Top and the bottom, four of them. And then you've got two-way fittings there. And you've got two T fittings there. And then you've got your three-way fittings, so two in the front, two in the bottom back, and two on the top. So that's 6 three-way fittings. And then, like I said, we put a piece of PVC right here. This is the back of the wheelchair, and then that way we use the handle, and I'll show you in the video at the end. I don't know where I put it, but I mean, really, it's really simple to make. Come on, Spoolsy. Come to me, Spools. Come on, girl. Come on, Spools. Atta girl. She's like, I'm gonna go right past you. See ya. Wants to go forage. Go, Spoolsy. Go, girl.